Hey guys, Happy New Year. A bit of a bench update. I haven't done a video in a little bit. Been busy over the holidays. Still slugging away. I did a late night session at the bench last night. Still working away at the Zucamira 132nd HS 129. Still kind of in the same spot as I was, but I did some things that I needed to do to continue spraying some spots that parts need to fit over. I've had to grab a pointer of some sort. I had a liquid mask. Let's see if I can get this. There's a clear part. Maybe I'll grab the other one. It'll just be easier. There's a clear part on the upper cowling with some gauges on it. I liquid masked them with this stuff. I've got several liquid masks. I don't know, one's better than the other. I have this in the orange lid and one dried out on me without using it. I know that. But anyways, I use that. And there is a decal in here, I'm sure. I haven't actually looked yet. That some interesting decals on here. Yeah, it must be these gauges in here. My pointer go. I'm assuming it's these guys. So I'll have to put them on the back side of this. I masked the back side as well before I put the RLM2 down in here. I'll have to peel those off. And this, as you can see here, glues in, that's not even glued, they're just dry fit, because the fit's pretty good on them. I just click in. The exhaust run over here, so I'm going to have to pre-paint this. So I have to figure out what scheme I'm going to do. Pre-paint that shit there. Then when the engines come on and stick in, this is where the exhausts go over. You get the idea. It's pre-painted there. Some things I've been dicking around with. These doors that fit here, excuse me, you can see the one there, kind of a sloppy fit. They're molded to be open, like this. There's detail inside here. You have to cut, I don't know if they're laying around, no they're not. You have to cut the hinges off, and then that slides in there, which is kind of sloppy, and you can see it in their test build too, but that might be accurate. I know on the real aircraft, panel lines aren't like modern jet aircraft, put it that way. I've really fucked myself in screwing these sills up initially, which is 100% my fault, but I'm still going to put partial blame on the instructions. Putting them in that early was really dumb. I should have pulled these parts out and these front parts to see how it all intertwined for the finished product. That's on me, but they could have just had you install the sill when you install the front fuselage sides. It just would make more sense and everything would have lined up and fit perfectly. That to me was kind of silly, but a very nice kit. I'm not saying the kit's bad or anything. It's very nice. The fit on everything, as you can see, is pretty good. Everything kind of clicks in. This would be closable if you wanted. I'm going to leave it open, probably like in that position, but the fit's pretty good. I noticed, I put this on Facebook the other day, or I guess it was last night. These are the cowlings, and I don't know if anybody's done this yet. This is the engine. This is as far as I went with painting them. I'm actually going to hairspray that and put the RLM 66 or whatever it is over it. I probably didn't have to even go this far with the paint, but once the engines are in the cowl, that's about as much as you're going to see. So I didn't paint any of this back stuff. I'll probably do these exhaust in case you can see them from the back side in, from this way. But yeah, there's not a lot to be seen there. And sorry, I lost train of thought there. You need 4 engine cowls. I'm just going to zoom out again. And they give you 20 of them. So there's obviously a lot of variants that are going to come out. A lot of people bitch about the cost of kits. I don't know how much that would cost, the extra plastic and whatnot. The extra tooling probably, in my mind, would be more expensive to make separate sprues for each variant than just to make one tooling and waste the plastic, is what I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't do that, but that, to me, in my simple mind, that makes sense. So I'm gonna try, I think, tonight to get another late bench session in. I've got everything kind of pre-painted on the sprue. For stuff that's hidden, I might do some basic washes and stuff, but this plugs in, and it might sit kind of heavy, so it might not, but that plugs in there, and then you build the lower cowling around, which is the wheel well, and hopefully everything is tickety-boo, and I should have the engines in, and I'll probably put some foam or something in here to mask them. Could possibly have the canopy on, and we'll basically be closing things up, putting tail planes on, and into primer, I would imagine, soon, which is the fun part, because then we get into paint as soon as I figure out exactly what scheme I'm going to do. Another kit I have and I've been playing with, I'm probably not going to bother getting it out, is a 1/72 Su-57. I see there's a mask set to do the digital scheme now, which I may get, but it's in Russia. I have an American and a Canadian mailing address. Canada Post is so incredibly bad. I send everything to the States, which means I have to pay an additional $5 per parcel, and then claim it at customs if it's over $200, which it generally is, because if I order from, say, let's Sprue Bros, I get free shipping if it's 200 over. So I have to pay duty on it as well. It just it adds up, but I guess I don't really care. I don't. The money on these kits, it's like I've got 80 hours into it, and I have $400 into a kit, let's say. To me, that's not that bad. But what else have I bought over the holiday? Oh, I have done nothing on this, but I bought the ICM Gladiator. I don't know why, but this looks awesome to me until glare from the plastic. Until I see all this rigging, I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in that. I may give it a go. Well, it looks really basic in a way. Really nice detail. Not a lot of parts. It looks basic. Back to this. I'll see if I can get it out. If it takes me a long time, I can edit it, I guess. I don't know what the... I like the packaging of these because they're good, but they're so goddamn tight. This is as far... I find decals on blue paper suspect too. ICM does it too. I don't know, I find that shady, but maybe they'll be fine. I just assume that they're shitty when I see that. But this little thing, I'm really not into 72nd. I'm not at all. This would actually probably, yeah. Other than I tried a CF18 from Italeri when I first got into it, and I wrecked it. I put a bunch of nose weight in, and then I globbed tube glue in there, and it melted the nose. But this looks nice. It's like a 5th generation aircraft, so there's not a lot going on. If I can zoom in, maybe we can see some panel lines there. The fit looks nice. The parts that get me on 172nd is how small ejection seats and cockpits and HUDs. There's a pilot figure in this. I think I'm actually, well, I am because I've already done it. I've got the intakes in. I don't think they're as nice fitting as people would lead you to believe. It's not bad, but they talk about these like, excuse me, they're the greatest Tamiya kit ever, and they're not. There's a seam here. The camera's not picking it up well. You can see that one better. I don't know if they're an actual panel line. I'd have to get a line drawing out and see. It's not bad. I find there's a texture to that plastic, but it might be so fine once we get primer on it, it will go away. Or you can buff it out, I suppose. But nevertheless, be quick, I think. I'll throw it together, and I'd like to do the visual scheme on it. So I'll probably get the mask set. A couple other things I got were, again, I got a couple of these AK cutting mats because they're super cheap. I think I paid 10 bucks Canadian for that. That's extremely cheap from what I'm used to. And I got a couple of these. Get the basic tool set. I thought these were the same as my Meng or I don't know how you say that, Dispace, whatever, and they're not. Like, these are an angle with one blade. These are two blades, similar to, I don't know where I put them. They're similar to the 123s. Here they are, but not quite the same. The 123s have more of a point, so I'm curious to try them. This has that weird nut you adjust, like the anvil and blade ones, which I've never touched before because I guess the idea is as it wears you tighten it, maybe. I guess. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I've never done it. But for 35 bucks it comes with some tweezers, file, and this knife that looks sinister in a way, but I don't know why the blade doesn't go in farther. But anyways, I thought that was a good deal, so I bought a couple of those. I actually bought one for myself and one for my brother. I'm gifting it to him. Some sci-fi stuff. What else to talk about? I think that's it. I think that's where we're at, because like I said, I've been busy, and with Christmas and whatnot, we haven't really got a lot of things done. I do have to sort out what I'm going to build for Hamilton in March. I think I'm going to go with, oh, I see something here. I think I'm going to go with a Hasegawa 132nd F5 with the Belcher Bits conversion to a CF5A, which is a completely different fuselage, so it's a big chunk of resin. I bought this Pro Convoy, I think it's a PS270. What is it? Is it 270? Yes, it's a 270. I'd like to try it. Give that a whirl. I think I'm going to get the AK airbrush too. I forget what it's called. Rapid Line, maybe? It's cheap as shit though. It's like 85 bucks Canadian. I may get, I may do a build all with a particular brand and try that out. Like I may buy the, I don't even know what they call them. They make a set, I think, with the paint and the washes and everything for a particular kit. I might buy a kit and I may use that set and their tools. We'll see how that goes, but that may happen. That's it for now.